Hey everyone, it's Austin again with Northwest Registered Agent, and I'm here today with Kaylee. Kaylee, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Today, we are going to be talking about what happens if you leave your LLC inactive in New York. We'll also talk about how New York handles these LLCs. So, Kaylee, a client the other day was wondering what happens if they were to just keep their New York LLC inactive. What should I tell them?
That's a great question. So if they fail to file or pay their biennial statement, they would be considered past due in state records. This will show up in the certificate of status, also known as a certificate of good standing in some states.
Okay, are they still able to do business in New York?
It could make doing business difficult, but the LLC will still remain active with the state.
So the state isn't just going to dissolve the LLC?
Nope, even if they completely ignore their business, the state will still remain active. The New York Department of State will not involuntarily dissolve or revoke LLCs.
Are they going to be fined if they don't file their biennial statement?
Nope, there's no additional fines if they don't file the biennial statement. However, if they wish to bring the LLC back into good standing, they'll need to pay a $9 fee and file the delinquent biennial statement.
Okay, what if they no longer want to do business in New York? Then what?
Well, if the company is domestic, they'll need to file the articles of dissolution. And if they're foreign, they'll need to file the certificate of surrender of authority with the New York Department of State.
Okay, what is the processing time and fees for those filings?
So it costs about $60 standard and $85 expedited. Keep in mind, standard processing is about 6 months or longer, while expedited processing is only about a week.
Oh wow, so expedited might be the way to go. Thank you so much, Kaylee. So today, we learned that if you fail to pay or file your biennial statement, New York will consider your LLC past due, but it will still be active with the state. Your certificate of status will reflect that you are past due, which could make it difficult to do business. We also learned that if you want to bring your business into good standing with the state, you will need to pay a $9 fee and file your biennial statement. Finally, we learned that if you no longer want to do business in New York, you would file the articles of dissolution if your company is domestic, or file a certificate of surrender if your company is foreign. Kaylee, thank you so much for being here and answering those questions.
Sure thing.
And don't forget, if you have a question, leave it in the comments. State paperwork is hard, we can help. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. You can find links to what we've discussed in the description below, and we've also picked out 2 other videos you might find useful. You need tools to build something big, subscribe now.